Welcome back to Capper Review. I'm Tasmeen Mahfouz, and the Supreme Court made its final ruling on student debt relief. An ending that struck down President Biden's plan that would have given up to $20,000 in loan forgiveness for more than 40 million borrowers. And with payments to resume in October, along with interest rates on those to start the month before in September, what happens next? Here to talk about it is Jacob Channel, LendingTree's senior economist and student loan repayment expert. Jacob, welcome back to Capper Review. Appreciate your time. So let's start with what borrowers should be doing right now.
Yeah, so certainly this isn't the news that a lot of people wanted to hear. So I guess the first thing the borrower should do is just take a deep breath and realize that the world is not going to end. Outside of that, what I'd recommend everyone do is just start refamiliarizing yourself with where you stand with regard to your student loans. Payments and interest have been paused since March 2020, and because of pandemic-related time dilation, that seems like an eternity ago. So my guess is that a lot of folks maybe don't exactly remember how much they owe. They might not remember what their payments are. So now is a really good time to just refamiliarize yourself, and from there, start budgeting, because as you pointed out, payments are going to resume sooner rather than later. They're going to start again in October. And while there will be some leeway there to help people get reacclimated, the fact is the pause is over, the pause is ending, and so you're going to have to repay what you owe.
And President Biden announced his backup plan for student debt relief that was using the Higher Education Act of 1965. My understanding is that would cancel student debt and doesn't require relying on a national emergency. Do you think that'll actually work? Will that help people?
It's a tough question. The fact of the matter is that the Supreme Court's willingness to not only hear the case regarding the HEROES Act, but also the way that they ruled on it, in other words, that they struck it down, they struck down the Biden administration's student loan forgiveness, kind of makes me think that the fact is this is really going to be an uphill battle. The White House seems to think that they have the authority to do this. They thought they had the authority to do it under the HEROES Act, and the Supreme Court said no. So is it impossible? No. This certainly could come to fruition. We certainly could see that relief the Biden administration has really been fighting for, but it's not something I would personally get my hopes up. It's one of those instances where you can kind of hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. And as I was just discussing, the way you prepare for the worst is just start budgeting to make those payments now and assume you're going to have to pay back everything you owe without any type of broad forgiveness, unfortunately.
And Jacob, last question, what will be some of the biggest changes that people will see? Will they see that their loans are with a different service provider, just so people aren't shocked?
Yeah, in some instances, loan service providers do change. They're not going to change for everyone, and they might not even change for any reason related to what the Supreme Court did. But with that said, do keep an eye out for official correspondence from the Department of Education, from your student loan service provider, as they'll provide you all the relevant information you need. Honestly, if your service provider changes, it's probably not going to really change all that much about how you make your payments. You're still going to log in and pay, a few $100s a month or whatever it is you owe. Generally speaking, the biggest change is that people can expect is really just kind of going back to the way things were prior to the pandemic. So instead of, making student loan payments when you feel like it or not at all, you're going to have to start making those payments again. They are going to be due on October 1st. So really, that's the biggest change, is just reacclimating yourself to the world where you've got to make those regular payments on your student loans.
Yeah, reality hitting now. All right, LendingTree's Jacob Channel, thank you so much for being here in the tips.
Thanks for having me.